going to start with some meditation to create some calm in our lives. And then I'm going to teach some gentle yoga, and we'll start with a relaxation pose that you can go to today if anything makes your body angry. And then we'll move on to some classical Pilates. So if you would like to get into a comfortable position, maybe crisscross applesauce, and we are going to create a clear short-term goal of why we are meditating today. The focus of our meditation is going to be creating more calm in our life. And of course, it's nice to have a bit of control too. All of you are choosing to do something great for your bodies this morning and some mindfulness. Let's close our eyes and take a deep breath and let it all go. Let's continue with our breath, connecting to the present, clearing our mind of any chaos or a worry list. And while you're continuing with your breath, I'm just going to share some positive intentions this morning. Today, I'd like to create some more peace in our lives and less noise, more kindness and less fight. Please close your eyes or keep them half open and settle into a comfortable position for this meditation. Let my voice guide your awareness as you relax the sensation of your forehead, your jaw, your mouth, the skin on your face, forehead and scalp, back of your neck and shoulders. And let's focus on the gentle rise and release of your breath. Focusing on a sense of harmony and gratitude this morning. Let's continue our breath for maybe another minute or two. And I want you to just choose to focus on your own perfect day, whether you're up in the mountains or the beach, or perhaps having a lovely lunch at your favorite restaurant, or perhaps choosing to just relax your brain and focus on a color, maybe orange or purple. And we're just going to continue doing a few more deep cleansing breaths, connecting to the present. And slowly open up your eyes. And I'm going to just teach our relaxation pose this morning. And this is the pose that you can go into at any time. It's your own class. If something's making your body angry or you want to just release some tension in your lower back, we are going to lay on our back and bring our knees to our chest and just roll out our lower spine, our lumbar spine. I call this one baby back roll. This is a great one to do if your back is a little tight, if you've been at your computer too much or in your car going to appointments. Actually, a great way to start your morning too when your coffee is going. And then you might want to bring this pose into happy baby, grabbing your big toes and rolling out your spine. All right, ladies, we are going to move on now while we're down on our mat. We're going to start off with some bridging. Let's roll our shoulder blades back, opening up our chest to your comfort level, engaging your shoulder blades, your scapula to the mat, keeping our bellies nice and tight, arms are long and strong, and we're going to slowly lift our hips, lower, middle, upper spine, all the way up to the ceiling, and taking a deep breath in, and then letting it go while we're bringing her back one vertebrae at a time, all the way back down to the mat, exhaling. Let's take a deep breath in, pulling our spine one vertebrae at a time, honoring that back, and then exhaling, slowly bringing that back all the way back down. We're going to pull it all the way up again, and then slowly bring that back down to the mat. So when we're peeling our spine off the mat, try to come up one vertebrae at a time, kind of like a C curve, and then peeling it all the way back down again. Okay, now we're going to do an add-on. So let's pull our back all the way up to the ceiling with our hips. Bring that right leg all the way up, and our left hip is still up in the air. And if this is giving you any kind of struggle, you can surely bring your back down to the mat. You're still getting a great workout and stretching your spine out. So you have two options. You could leave your back on the mat or bring those hips up to the ceiling. And we're going to pretend we are painting a stripe on the wall. Bring that leg all the way down and then all the way up again. Bring that leg down. So when we bring the leg down, it is just matching that other knee, and we're keeping that hip nice and elevated, pulling in our bellies nice and tight, and then bring that leg all the way back down to the mat. And now we're going to bring that left leg up to the ceiling, painting some more stripes. And then bring it slowly back down to the mat. And we're going to do some gentle Pilates right now. We're going to start with some yoga. So let's bring our hands onto the mat, and we're going to come into that angry cat pose, letting our head rest gently between our knees, between our arms, let's bring the spine all the way into a C curve to the ceiling, and then bring the belly down to your mat. And you could certainly take a deep breath in when you're coming up, and then exhale when you're coming down. Bring that back all the way up, and bring it all the way back down. Back all the way up, and exhale. We're going to now come down to downward dog, coming up on those legs, on our feet, and continuing to let the head rest between the arms. And we're going to walk our dog out, bringing each foot down to the mat and the opposite foot up. It's a nice calf stretch. Then if you want, you can come into a plank, or you can bring your belly all the way back down to the mat and bring your head up into cobra. Or you can even come onto your forearms and just get a little gentle neck stretch. Alrighty, we're going to come into child's pose now, bringing our forehead down to the mat, and our big toes are touching, and we're just walking our fingers out, getting a nice stretch. Let's take a deep breath in and let it all go. Another deep breath in. Alrighty, we will come back to that child's pose later. Let's just stand up on our mat, and we're going to be working on some balance work. So I would prefer you're barefoot, but you could, up to you, but it's easier to get balanced barefoot. So we are going to roll those shoulder blades back a few times, opening that chest, creating some beautiful posture. And then let's just put our hands on our waist and do some gentle neck rolls, creating that beautiful calm. And then we're going to reverse those circles. Take a deep breath in. Let it all go. Bring those arms out into a T. We're going to do a few more nice circles. This is a great one to open up your chest and have some nice posture. We're going to bring our arms now into prayer position and bring that right leg up, choosing to gaze at something in the room to hold your attention. And if you lose your balance, just try again. Or you can always hold on to a chair if you feel like you're not safe doing this. But we're holding our bellies in nice and tight. Let's bring that leg slowly back down to the ground. Let's bring our arms out in a T again and do some gentle circles. Joseph Pilates used to say, this is cracking the walnut. Our scapula is engaged and maybe even almost touching. Let's take a deep breath in, let it all go. Bringing the arms to prayer position, and we're going to work on some balance, the opposite leg. You might have a side that's a little easier. So this is a great one to do even if this is the only thing you're doing. If you can do this for 30 seconds or a minute or whatever your level is, and then try every day to just get a little more time. And then, of course, the next progression would be to do this with your eyes closed, which I'm not really that great at, but something to try. All right, let's bring that leg all the way back down, and we are going to come down to our mats now. You can just lay down, or if you want to try this is a mermaid position with my arms, and I am slowly putting my right foot behind my left and slowly coming down to my mat. Alrighty, and we are going to start with a forward fold. So I want you to have your legs spread the width of your mat, and this is a Pilates forward fold, not a ballerina stretch. So we're pretending we were just at a lovely beach and we all got some big beach balls, and we are going to roll our spine over that beach ball, perhaps shooting our tailbone, our coccyx bone out the opposite way, and then slowly coming up one vertebra at a time, pushing our hips into the mat and trying to grow taller, elevating, lengthening the spine. All right, let's come all the way out again. And then meet me all the way up, lengthening that spine, pushing the hips into the mat. And we're going to do this one more time. Coming all the way out. And then coming all the way back. And now we're going to do an exercise called crisscross, which is kind of wringing out our obliques like a dish towel. So I'm going to take my right pinky and the opposite arm into like a T and just touch that opposite pinky toe. And then coming back center, bringing my arms into a T and going to the opposite side. And then just continuing to do that opposite stretch. All right, ladies, let's just go one more time. All right, so right now we're going to do a half roll down. So let's grab onto our thighs and we're just going to gently roll down just a few inches so we feel our abs engage, and then we're going to come all the way up. And of course, we're trying to grow taller and lengthen that spine. Coming all the way down again, and then all the way up. Coming all the way down, and then all the way up. Let's do this 2 more times. All right, ladies, now, of course, a little progression. We are going to move on now to a full roll up, sitting up nice and tall, bringing our arms forward. And you can continue with a half roll up if you don't care for this, or you can actually put your feet under a couch. I'm going to hinge down one vertebrae at a time. At least try to. And then you can bring your hands over your head and get a nice gentle stretch. And then we're going to come all the way up. Now, if you want to try this another time, or if you have any soup cans in your kitchen, you can use the cans as a 1 pound weight, and then it's a little easier. So there's always options. Okay, we're going to do 2 more roll-ups. And when you stretch forward, try to shoot that tailbone out the opposite way, getting that nice gentle stretch. Alrighty, this is your last one. Make it your best, and then we will actually stay down on our mat. Let's do a little baby back roll. I think everybody's earned it. Let's bring our knees to our chest and just roll out our lumbar spine. Enjoying some calm this morning. And you may even want to take a few deep breaths, letting it all go. And perhaps you might want to deepen this stretch, coming into happy baby now. And the third option, now this is a tricky one, but if anyone is super limber, you can bring your hips up over your back and bring your feet to the floor, but that's a little tricky. And let's slowly come down out of that stretch. And we're going to move on now to an exercise called one leg circle. So I am going to bring my right leg up and cradle my head, and I'm just going to leave that opposite leg down on the mat. Belly is engaged, glutes, and just enjoy that nice circle. So your circle is as big or small as long as that opposite leg is engaged to the mat. Now, if you don't want to cradle your neck like this, you can actually leave it down on the mat and roll your shoulder blades back and connect to the mat. Actually might be a bit better. Okay, let's reverse that circle. Okay, let's do 3 more. Now we're going to do a little isometrics. You can pretend you have a 50-pound weight on that leg and slowly, with control, bring it all the way back down to the mat. Now we're going to shoot up that left leg to the ceiling and work on some circles on the opposite side. All right, let's reverse that circle. 8 is great. We're going to do this 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can count with me if you want. 6, 7, 8. Alrighty, good job, ladies. Let's bring our knees to our chest and roll out that spine. This might be a good time to have a little sip of water to stay hydrated. And then we are going to continue on our ab series. And we're going to move on to an exercise called one leg pull. So shoulder blades are off the mat. But again, if your neck is bothering you at all, you can always stay flat on your back. So you have options. So pull, pull, then I'm going to switch. Pull, pull, switch, pull, pull, switch, pull, pull. Pull, pull, switch, pull, pull. Switch, pull, pull, switch, pull, pull. Let's do 2 more. Pull, 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 pull. All right, let's go into our baby back roll. Take a little break. We're going to move now into our double leg pull. And again, you can always do the single leg pull too. So double leg pull, I'm going to shoot my legs out and I'm going to bring my arms over my head, circle around, and then pull my knees back to my chest. And my head is off the mat, or you can leave your head down. Okay, so shoot legs out, arms come around, and hug my knees into my chest. This is a little more advanced. All right, let's come all the way back down to the mat. So we're going to move on to some leg lifts now. And if you have any issues that you don't do well laying on your side, you can always come up and hold on to a chair and do some leg circles. If you have any mobility concerns or you don't like to lay on your side, you can always use a chair. So I'm going to come all the way down to my mat in what we call banana pose. So my body is straight along the mat, and then I'm going to bring my legs forward, and I'm going to do what we call legless forward. So leg is slowly coming all the way forward and then coming all the way back. And of course, my opposite leg, my entire body is engaged to the mat. It's a nice, slow, low impact exercise.
Nina,
Yeah?
is your bottom leg bent or straight?
Oh, it's straight. Oh, my bottom leg?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom leg is straight.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, sure. I'm glad you asked. All right, let's do like 5 more. This should feel like a nice, gentle stretch. All right, let's bring that leg forward, touching the opposite foot, and we're gonna do our up and down. So let's point the leg going up and flex it coming down. Nice and gentle with control. Alrighty, now we're going to bring this leg into a gentle circle. And again, you can do a small circle if you have any hip issues or this just feels better for you today. Or you can choose to try and do a bigger circle, brushing the opposite toe, coming all the way up, pausing at the top, circling around, keeping those abs in nice and tight. So let's pause up the top now and reverse that circle. All right, ladies, we're going to move on now to an inner thigh stretch. So the leg on top, we're going to bring forward and gently push that knee up a tiny bit. Position that foot towards the opposite foot. And we're going to bring that inner leg. We're just going to do some small leg lifts. And then let's move on to some little circles. Alrighty, let's flip on to the opposite side and even out. You could perhaps grab a sip of water. If you need some water, we always want to do some self-care and stay hydrated. All right, so we're back in that banana pose. We're at the edge of the mat and the feet are coming forward, and we're going to move on to those forward and back leg lifts. Just bringing the leg on top all the way forward and then slowly all the way back. All right, let's do 2 more. And we will move on to our up and downs. So bring that leg together and we are going to point it and then flex it coming down. Point that leg going up, flex it coming down. All right, let's do 2 more. And then we're going to move on to those circles. All right, so again, we can choose to do a small circle because you're still working on your core. And then you can reverse it, or you can do a bigger circle if that feels gentle on your hips. Okay, we're going to do 2 more and then reverse it. Reverse your circle. Alrighty, and now we're just going to move on to that inner thigh exercise. So bring that leg forward, slowly push your knee just a little bit up, and you're going to move your foot a little bit to the opposite foot. Abs are in nice and tight, and we are just going to bring that leg up and down. And it's pointed if that leg is engaged. And let's just move on to small circles like a tennis ball size. Then let's reverse it. All right, girls, I want us to do an exercise together called can-can. We can all pretend like we're at the beach together for a day. This is such a cute exercise. So we're sitting up nice and tall, and our feet are on the mat. Actually, our big toes are on the mat. And we're going to bring our knees to the right, and then to the left, and then to the right again. And then we're going to shoot them out long and strong. Try to hold it for maybe 5 seconds, and then bring those big toes all the way back down in the mat. Alrighty, so we're going to go opposite side now. We're going to move to the left, to the right, to the left again, and then shooting those legs out long. And then slowly meeting me in the center. Alrighty, let's just do that one more time for both sides. So we're going to bring the knees to the right, to the left, and then a right again, and then out strong, just like a rocket. All right, and then we're going to bring them center. Okay, last one. Knees left, knees right, knees left, and then long and strong, and then bringing them forward. All right, I'm going to grab a little sip of water. We're going to move on now to one of my favorite exercises called mermaid. And this stretches the obliques, and I just love it. All right, so I am sitting with my knees touching the mat, kind of on my side. I am grabbing my left ankle. My right arm is shooting up by my ear. Can everybody see me? All right, just something was coming up on this screen. Okay, so I am on my side, and I am holding on to my left ankle. My right arm is shooting up by my ear, and I'm going to try and pull out of that arm towards the ceiling, pulling out of my obliques, and then do a nice, beautiful rainbow stretch. Taking a deep breath in and letting it all go. Let's bring that arm all the way up to the ceiling again, and perhaps trying to go a little bit deeper towards the ceiling, and then doing a nice, gentle rainbow stretch. And taking a deep breath in and letting it all go. All right, last one. Let's bring that arm up and try to pull a little bit more out of the obliques. And then that nice gentle rainbow stretch. And then you might be even able to pull a little deeper. All right, let's slowly come out of this stretch, and we're going to bring the knees to the opposite side, of course. And then we are holding our right ankle. Our left arm is shooting up by that ear, and we're pulling out of that waist, out of the obliques, and then we're just doing that nice gentle rainbow stretch. Let's bring that arm all the way up again. This is a nice one if you're outside, because then I would say, pull that arm up to the sky, but it's the ceiling, of course, because we're all inside. And then we're going to do that nice gentle rainbow stretch. Okay, let's bring that arm again. Last time, make it your best. Slowly pulling out of our waist. And then that nice gentle rainbow stretch. Alrighty, our next exercise we're going to do together is called rolling like a ball. So we are sitting down and we're going to bring our hands into prayer position. And then we are going to open the book and slowly grab our ankles. And I will demonstrate first if you'd like to see me do it. And little kids love this exercise. It's supposed to be like a playful, fun exercise to, open up your back a little bit. So I'm rolling back onto my scapula and then coming all the way back up. So everybody can try that, see if you like it. Let's do one more. Alrighty, and while we're down here, let's take a nice, lovely roll down, one vertebrae at a time. We're going to move on to an exercise now called scissors. So scissors, let's roll our shoulder blades back, connecting them to the mat. Abs are in. I'm going to bring my head off the mat and bring that right leg pointed up to the ceiling. And if you want, you can choose to stretch a little bit towards that knee. And then I'm going to rotate the opposite leg, just like a pair of cooking scissors, and get that nice stretch. All right, we're going to flip over and do some swimming now. So we are on our bellies, arms are long and feet, and we're just fluttering them, holding our bellies in nice and tight. If you can do this for 10 or 20 times, it's fantastic. And let it all go down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. And let it all go. One more time. Alrighty, let's come into angry cat again. We're going to do some winding down now. We're getting to the end of the class. If you're wondering, let's bring that belly and our spine all the way up to the ceiling, taking a deep breath in, and then bring it all the way back down to the mat, letting it all go. Another deep breath in, and then letting it all go. Let's come up to downward dog again, walking out those calves, those little feet of yours, getting that nice gentle stretch. And if you would like, you can even come into a plank, maybe hold it for a few seconds, whatever your goal is today. And then we are going to slowly bring our knees down to the mat. Forehead comes down to the mat. Our big toes are touching, walking out that spine, walking out their little fingers, relaxing the spine. Perhaps your stretch is a little bit better now than when we started. Taking a deep breath in, and letting it all go. One more time. So we're going to end now with some meditation, bringing that focus back to calm. You can choose to sit up, or you can lay down on your back. You might want to have a little sip of water first. Congratulations, ladies, and happy Friday again. Let's close our eyes and take a deep breath in and letting it all go. Let's remember our intention today of creating some calm in our lives and some peace and some kindness. Maintaining self-care, connecting to our breaths can be a useful stress tool, or in times of joy, just remember connecting to our breath can help us maintain our health, our calm, our good judgment, a little bit of control in our lives. Can actually lower your blood pressure too. Let's take another deep breath in and let it all go. Continue with our breath. Bring our mind of our inner chatter. Sometimes in life we are looking for inspiration or trying to make a life decision, and we might need some help from our intuition, which is hard to tap into if our minds are racing. Let's take another deep breath in and connect to the present. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you, ladies, for coming to my class today. I hope you enjoyed some calm and some peace. Namaste.